Hi everybody, Michael from the Test Mart here. Today I'm going to be taking you through the variables page. It'll be a relatively quick video, and if you haven't seen my previous video on the test editor page, I recommend watching that first because it will make this page make more sense. Alright, so at the top we have the platforms that we want to be creating variables for. So we have global, which means that these variables are accessible for any of these platforms here. Finance and operations, these ones will only be able to be used on the finance and operations page. You can see there's quite a few of them here. Custom engagement, business central, custom dynamics. You might have other ones. You might have a custom e-commerce store, which you can add here. If you want to add a new platform, you do that from the test library page, pressing the plus button here. Now, there's quite a few variables here. Really quick way to see how the variable is used is actually to press on the screen icon on the right side. So if I click on this, you'll see this one's not actually utilized in any tests. If I change version, so it makes more sense. I can find one that probably is. There we go. So this one is used in create automatic credit limits test, for example. And I can do it on any of these tests just to really quickly see where that variable is used. If you want to change a variable, so let's say a good one to bring up would be the default username. So this is, again, if you saw my test editor video, this is the variable that's used in the login to FinOps component. So if you wanted to change the username that test is all your tests are logging in with, I can simply press the pencil icon on the right side. I can change this, press confirm, run the test, and that value would change. Really, really simple and straightforward. If you have a long variable, for example, default server, and you just want to copy that to test it on another page, you can just left click it and it will be copied to your clipboard. If you want to create a new variable, again, really straightforward. Variable name, variable value. You can now use that within your tests. Alright, we also have variable sets at the top right here. So variable sets essentially copy the page that you see now onto a new document with a new name. So this is really useful if you have multiple environments where you want the variables to be separate, right? You might have a different URL, different login, completely different data. So that would be a case where you want to create a new variable set. So if I press plus, give it a name, let's say production, for example, create variable set, and you'll see, and I now have two options. Right, so if I change this, it would only be changing it for that production variable set. If I change it now, it would only be changing it for the default variable set. And if I come back to this create vendor test and I refresh, you'll see I now have the option to select between the two. Right, so I can run this test, create vendor, against as many variable sets as I like. Again, really useful if you have multiple environments. It means you don't have to have two of the same tests. You can have one test that references two sets of data, right? Which means it's a lot less to maintain. And as long as the flows are the same, it's going to work. All right, that is all in terms of the variables page. Really quick video. If you have any questions, reach out to us.